Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. Welcome to your What Do You Want to Know Wednesday. And today is all about VIP groups.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you into a little secret. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to do a training on VIP groups, is because my VIP group over the last few months has been shocking, and it's nobody's fault but mine. So I revamped my VIP group middle of last year when I watched, it was after reunion, because I watched some really awesome training. I think you watched it as well, Martina, from Flow, didn't we? And I sort of revamped it and really got into the groove with it. And then, like life happens, I got super busy and the consistency slipped, and I started just banging up posts for the sake of it. Lots of like marketing, like posts rather than real life posts. I have sort of tried to jump on live every week, but I've noticed since I've stopped doing games, since I've stopped like really sort of treating it like a community and treating it like a place just to sell my Sensei, I've really lost my interaction. So that was for me like one of the things that I wanted to do right now. So I've been doing this over the last like month or so to help restart my VIP group. So hopefully by the time you're watching this video, all these things I've put into place, and we can give you a little bit of feedback as well, which I will do. I'll put in the comments below on this video, and Martina can as well. We are revamping before you. We can give you an idea of how it's gone so far. So yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the same for me. We kind of have the idea with Carly how to run VIP group. And how to have it successful. And throughout the journey, we had some really great moments in both our VIP customers groups with a lot of interaction, and was really fun. And then life happens, of course. You just forget to post every now and then yeah, you just post whenever there is something in news, some new products coming in, sales, and it's pretty much just business, just the selling part of things. And if you do just that, the interaction is not there at all. It's not, I mean, customers probably can see it, but it's just, it really needs to catch their eyes for them to purchase it or comment under that post. If it's not personal and if it's just about the product. So yeah, we both need to start all over again.
Martina's got ideas, I've got ideas. You don't have to do my idea or Martina's idea. You can do whatever you feel you need to do. But this is the plan that I've got in place with my VIP group, how I'm going to move forward with it this January and try and get my interaction back out. So the purpose of a VIP group, it's not like your business page. So your business page, you can be that little bit more salesy on, which is like your searchable page by Google. But your VIP group should really just be for the special people. So I've got currently 380 people in my VIP group. I'm not going to have that many once I've done what I'm about to do, and I'm okay with that. And I'm not going to freak out about it. Like if I end up with 20 people in my VIP group, but they're 20 people that want to interact with me. So basically the whole idea of VIP group is when you look on your insights, you can see how many people see your posts. And I'm averaging like 60, 70 people out of 300. It's always the same people commenting at the moment, and that's few and far between as well. So what Facebook does with the algorithm is every time you post something, if it doesn't get shown and if it doesn't get interaction on it, Facebook are saying your content is not valuable. So they show it to less and less people. It appears in their feed less and less. So the idea of a VIP group is only for your very special customers that you want to spoil. You want to give them the little heads up before you let it out on your business page. You want to give them the little heads up when it's samples. You want to play games with them. You want to really start to build a community with them. And you're not going to be doing that when you've got 300 odd people in your group and only 60 of them are seeing the posts. So you're missing out on the key people that you really want to be engaging with, okay? So it's quality over quantity, and that's how I'm trying to wrap my head around it. So my group's been dead. It's like tumbleweed, you know? And like I said, it's always the same people that are putting those odd odd comments. So this is how I'm going to start my revamp, okay? So I'm going to do something called, I'm not going to call it a spring clean, but it is like a spring clean in my VIP group. So I'm going to put a post up on my VIP group using a gift or say, like something like a gift saying like are you in, or do you still want to be here, or, and then I'm going to write a little spiel to say that I want this to be like a super special place for my VIPs. I want you to feel comfortable interacting. I want you to get to know each other. I want to give you the inside scoop, but I don't want you to have to be here if you don't want to be. So I am giving you until Friday to comment on this post that you still want to be here. So you can get them to comment, I'm here, I'm staying, whatever it is, and tag your VIP group members so they see it, okay? So I'm going to do this on the Monday, and I'm going to give them to the Friday to answer, okay? So every time someone puts I'm staying, I'm going to love it. I'm going to interact with it. So then it gets seen by more and more people as well, because when people comment in your VIP group, you need to interact back so that they get to see that post more and more. So I'm going to do that. And also in this main post, I'm going to say to them, come Saturday, when we've got the people here that really want to be here, I'm going to do, and now you can't say raffle, you can't say giveaway, but you can say I'm doing a free drawing, and that's been absolutely okay with compliance. So I'm going to do a free drawing for all of the people that actually like want to be here and are staying in the group, I'm going to do that at whatever time on Saturday. So this is going to be in all this spring clean post. It's going to be pinned to the top. It's going to be tagged with anyone in. And I'm going to keep bumping it. So Tuesday, I'm going to, after I've commented on everybody's post that they're staying in, I'm going to put, don't forget, we've got a free drawing on Saturday for those that stay in. Then Wednesday, like maybe Thursday, bump it up again. And then Friday comes, give them one last chance to do and say that you're doing your live drawing on the Saturday. So your last reminder. And then that's it. I'm going to remove the people that haven't commented. So I could end up with like 20 people on my VIP group, but I know that the ones that have commented are ones that truly want to be there. And then come the Saturday, I'm going to do the free drawing. So look, if your VIP group's not dead, then you maybe don't need to do that. So like if you're getting into good interaction at the moment and you're quite happy with, and you've got a smaller group, but for me, the 380 people, I feel like it's time for me to do a spring clean. And what after watching a couple of trainings with regards to this, and what the feedback was, like, I know it's a scary thought of actually removing people from your VIP group, but I'm going to give you some ideas on how to build it back up again. And also what came out of the trainings that I watched was you do this every catalogue season. So once a new catalogue comes up, do a spring clean again, so that you're like constantly making sure that people want to interact and they want to be around in your VIP group. So that's my first thing that I'm going to do for my VIP group to get the people interactive. What do you think of that, Martina?
I'm 100% sure.
Okay, that's cool. And that's why we're doing this together, because I'm going to do it this way and Martina might do it completely differently. But by the time this video comes out, I'm going to be like well into a month, like nearly a month of this. So I'll be able to give you some proper feedback to how it's actually worked. I love the idea of it. I think you might be more on board once you find out like how we're going to start interacting with them and that after this spring clean one. And
no, I do understand the fact behind it, and I do agree with spring clean. I'm not 100% sure, and I know that 2/3 of the people in my VIP group are not interacting and will never interact again anyway. So I do agree with that. But in the same time, I know that there is people who are not on Facebook regularly. Yeah. I know that there is people who, and everyone wanted to be there. I'm not adding people in my VIP group unless they want it. So whenever they place an order, I offer them to be in a VIP group and give them the link. So they need to ask to be accepted in that group. And for those people who are not there regularly, I don't want to delete them. I still want them to be there. Even if they see the post once in a month, it might be the post which will talk to them. somehow.
My thoughts behind that process is by you keeping them in there, you're actually keeping the posts away from people that do want to see it, because you're not maximizing the algorithm of Facebook. So like the idea is that we try and get as many people to see the post as possible. My thinking behind it also is that's why I'm giving them the Monday to Friday. So they're having like a full 5 days and they're being tagged and reminded each day. So they've got like the 5 opportunities. So they might not see the post on Monday, but they might see the post on Wednesday night or the post on Thursday morning, you know? So there's ample opportunity. But if they only see the post once a month, and like for me, they're still on my follow-up list, they're still in Amy, I'm still going to follow up with them, and they're still going to say to me, well, why am I not in your VIP group? So I can add them back in. I think like I'm going to give it a whirl, because I think it's after watching the couple of trainings, I'm really impressed with I don't know, the quality over quantity really resonated with me, and just like the idea that you can just take the risk and lose the dead weight, you know, so you lose the weight of the people that are bringing the other posts down, you know. With
the algorithms, it works so that of course the more interaction, the more people will see it, but it means also that you get to interact with people who are seeing the post regularly. So let's say if I delete it, because I know who is still purchasing with me and who not. So I'm doing kind of a spring cleaning, not as drastically, but I do it regularly. I'm deleting people who I know that have never purchased in the last 2 years, or I don't know. But I'm keeping people there who have ordered 6 months ago, even if they haven't commented ever on any of my posts. The thing is that the more interaction there is, the more people within the group will see it. It doesn't mean that it will be showing only to people who are commenting.
So
that's my thinking behind it.
So that's good. So you've got 2 ideas here, guys. Okay, so Martina does it bit by bit. So she'll go in periodically. I haven't. I've added people as they've bought off me, and that group, I've never deleted anybody off of it. So for me, I'm going to do the drastic spring clean, and let's see how it works. So like I said, if you don't feel you need to do that, you don't have to do this bit of it. So you don't have to do the clean, all right? But I'm going to
do anything with this.
Absolutely. So basically, come that Friday, I'm going to delete the people that aren't on that spring clean list, and then my group is clean and I'm ready to go. Saturday, I'll jump on live and do my live drawing. I don't know what. It could be anything. I haven't really like thought too much ahead about what I'm going to do for that. It might be a scent circle, you know, but the whole idea is that I'm going to start as I mean to go on and do my free drawing. Okay, so it takes time and consistency to focus on your VIP group for it to actually grow. So once you've got the group that you want it to be, it needs to be, you need to focus on it and make it a consistent thing. So one of the things that came up really heavily was branding, like who you are, using real life pictures. What do you do? Like who do you like? Get to know each other, like what do you love, like what's your VIP group shouldn't be a picture of a Scentsy warmer. It should be a picture of you, or like, so they get an idea of who you are, and that theme should run throughout your VIP group. Me and Martina have done loads of work over time on this. But for me and for Martina, it might be the same as well, because our lives are really transitioning to something new in January. I decided to just revamp the cover photo on my VIP group, which I'm going to share with you. And like for Martina, she's going off traveling. So the dynamics of her VIP group and what she shares on the road are going to be totally different. But it's really important that we share the journey that we're on, whatever it is you may be. I know like some people are military wives and things like that are in skies. So like use the life that you lead to really share the products as well as sharing you. So you're starting to build that community. I'm going to share with you. So we're moving, so you guys don't know, we're moving to rural acreage, and I'm homeschooling Sophie from January. So life's going to be totally different to what it is right now. So I've done my VIP cover group so that it shares that. So for me, moving forward, I'm going to be sharing a lot of, because it doesn't all have to be Scentsy with your VIP group. I'm going to be sharing a lot of like my homeschooling. I'm going to be sharing a lot of like, we're doing veggie patches, we've got chickens, all bits and pieces like that. So I'm going to interweave that with Scentsy and with home. And for me, it really is going to be from January, home is where the heart is. And that's what I've decided to sort of go along the rebrand of, like, that's where we're going to be, and sharing it with everybody else. So I'm just going to share the screen. Here we go, so you can see it. So all I did was take a photo of the block and put me and Sophie on it. So that's going to be my cover photo for my VIP group, so that from now on, moving forward, I can start sharing the things that are relevant to me and to my life and everything. And Martina will be doing the same with being on the road rather than...
Yeah, pretty much. Rebranding 100%, because we are going to do like sharing a lot about the traveling and homeschooling both the kids, and living in a caravan, downsizing, minimalistic life, and this kind of stuff. And obviously I'm going to Scentsy related, because of course it should be still, I mean, the people are there for the products,
Of course,
but in the same time, you need to let them to get to know you, so that they want to start supporting you with the purchases of Scentsy, rather than supporting someone else. So but it's still about Scentsy, so Scentsy needs to be there obviously as well. It can't be just like your blog or something.
Yeah, absolutely. But even like for you, like you said, you're minimizing, so it's like, how do you use the products in a small space, you know? Like,
yeah, exactly. So we are still going to use the cleaning products. We are still going to have the air purifier with us, a diffuser with us, Scentsy Go will be with us, and we're going to, the kids are taking one Scentsy body each, and we're going to make photos on the way with the buddies, which we're going to share in the VIP group.
Yeah.
So there will be photos of the buddies from different places, and so that people can kind of follow our journey, but in the same time, obviously you need to show them how you're using and how you're implementing the products into your life, whatever it is.
But that's the key word there, is how you implement the products into your life. So it's not selling Scentsy, it's how we use the products and implement them in our life. It's how the journey is allowing us to do the things that we're doing right now. So I wouldn't be able to homeschool Sophie if I had to work full time. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like Martina wouldn't be able to earn an income traveling around the world if she didn't have Scentsy. So you're wanting to relay that story, but not in the same way all the time, you know? So by sharing your sharing what you're doing on a day-to-day, you're going to be using and implementing the products in your life rather than being salesy. And yeah, so branding's really super important. So what is it? It doesn't, I mean, look, Martina traveling around sounds like really exciting and fun. You'll be thinking, well, I don't do any of that. Like, there's something that you do that's unique to you, you know? Like, what is it that you love? Are you a Disney fan? Do you love knitting? Like, whatever it is that resonates with you, you know? Like, there'll be stuff that people associate with you. And one of the things we got people to do on our Rising Stars course last time was to ask people words that they associate with you. Like, not like, oh, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're kind. Like, words that they associate. So, I don't know, people might associate Sophie or my dog Blossom the Whippet, you know, with me, or like loving Disney, or, you know what I mean? So it's what do they think of you? And that's a really good way when you're trying to work out what the story is you want to tell. Asking other people around you that love you and care about you, what do you think of when you think of me? What's immediately like springs to mind? Is there a colour? Do you always wear orange or always wear blue? Or that should be taken into account as well. Stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Canva is a really good place to start doing your posts that aren't like a photo of you or you're not going live or videos. If you're wanting to market products and you can't afford to go out and get them, and you're wanting to use stock photos from the marketing on Workstation, whack it onto Canva and jazz it up a bit and put your text and your spiel on the post, so just it stands out a little bit more. Canva's so easy to use. The free.
Just be careful with this, with the licensed products, please. We are not allowed to change any of the marketing pictures of the licensed products. So just be careful about that.
But the same thing goes with, like, so you know, like if you can't afford to buy it. So I always invest in the whiff box every month. I will be investing in the warmer of the quarter for us here in Region 3 as it launches, with the scent of the month kits. Like I invest, that's my choice to invest that in my business each month, so I can do showcasing of that. But not everybody can afford to do that, and that's absolutely fine. So a really good idea would be to go to the Workstation, get your stock items of that, and then make it into something about you and how you would use it, and just like what your personal opinion is, rather than copy and pasting what Scentsy have written, which I know over the last couple of months I've been doing all the time. Rather than like saying, I would really love this, it would look great in Sophie's bedroom, or like, oh, I love the colour of this, I've got this perfect spot, or just making it more you know, rather
or
than
even this is not really me. Like don't be all just positive about everything and try to sell everything. Be honest. Obviously we all are selling Scentsy because we love it, but it doesn't mean that you need to love all fragrances. So if it's a fragrance you are not a fan of, just say that and explain what the fragrance is about, and mention that you know people who love it, they live in that and that environment, blah blah blah. Just be you.
I've always done like scent reviews with my mum, like live on my VIP group, and they always get such great interaction, because the faces that she pulls when she smells them and she doesn't like them are like classic, and like people love that. They want to know, like, and the Christmas collection that just came out, the Home for the Holidays one a little while ago, there was a couple on there and she just said they were disgusting, and do you know what, like, it was okay, people still ordered them. And I had a customer message me and say, oh, I loved watching the review. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's just not very good for my sales. And she was like, oh, no, like that scent is right up my alley. I'm ordering that. Can I order 2 of them and mix it up? And so, always be honest. Like, people can tell when you're being full of it, you know. So always be authentically you, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to give you like a little bit of ideas of content of what to do now. So you've either cleaned or you've not cleaned, or you've decided to sporadically clean whenever you want to, whatever works for you. But you've now got a VIP group that you're ready to work with. You've come up with your branding. You know really where you want to go with your posts. And like we said, they don't always have to be about Scentsy, but we want to incorporate the products into your everyday life as well. One of the things that I loved was, I feel like at the minute, all I'm doing is posting up LTOs in my VIP group.
Yeah, but I
feel like it's a lot, you know, like every day. So one of the things that came out of the training that I looked at, which I thought was a really good idea, was to each month do a new product post and pin it to the top of your group. And then every time a new product comes out, you post in that, and you add your photos, you add your descriptions and everything there. So it's pinned right at the top of the group. You can talk about it when you jump on live. Oh, guys, don't forget, this is where you're going to find all the new products. So I just thought it would keep the group a little bit cleaner and a little bit more structured by doing it like that. So I loved that idea. So I'm definitely, I'm definitely going to be doing that, giving that a go. And then each month, at the beginning of each month, you can jump on and you can remove the ones that are sold out, like, and get ready for your fresh month. Content wise, sneak peeks. So like we just said, warmer of the month, whiff box, warmer of the quarter, and give your VIPs the info before you release it to the rest of the world. So give them like a 48-hour window of, this is what's happening, before you give it to anybody else, if you possibly can. Just so that they're getting it a little bit more special. And like I said, you don't have to buy it all. It can all be like Workstation images, or if you like, I haven't got my whiff box yet. Someone shared on Skies yesterday what's in the whiff box this month. And I shared it so I could share it with my customer who wanted to know what it was. So there's stock images and there's other images that people have used. There's groups on Facebook where you can go in and do real life pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, so, and it doesn't have to all be about Scentsy, like I said, give value. And look, if you're only posting, even, you don't have to post 3 or 4 times a day. Even if you only post a few times a week, as long as those posts are really valuable, as long as you know that you're going to get interaction in them, that's all good, you know.
That's what I wanted to mention. Just try to make them interactive. So even with the sneak peeks, don't just post there, hey, this is coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe do a little, cut a little piece of the Sensi is doing it sometimes to us. They haven't done it lately, but just cut a little piece of the picture of a new body coming or something and ask them, what do you think it is? Try to, make the post interactive as well.
And also, one of the things that came out when we were saying about not posting about Scentsy, I mean, I obviously wouldn't post if I'd bought a candle or some bath like products or body products from someone else. I wouldn't post about that in my VIP group. But if I'm using a product that we don't do, or even like, I don't know, a type of biscuit or whatever, and I've bought it and I've absolutely loved it, like, share it on your VIP group. Have you guys tried this? Like, this is amazing. Like, this is really stupid, right? But there's a lady in England called Mrs. Hinch, and I follow her on Instagram, and she does all like different ways of cleaning. Anyway, she has these, I'll show you. She has these sponges that she uses for everything, right? And they're a family of sponges that you get, right? And they're out now. They sell them in Coles. I was so frigging excited when I saw them in Coles. So it's just stuff like that. You know, I'm using them, like, just jumping on your VIP and going, oh my God, I found this. It's just come out. It's so cool. Like, I recommend you use it, you know. If it's a book you've watched or a movie that you've been to, I went to see this on Sunday night. It was so cool. Like, just, you're just sharing a little bit of your life that's not all Scentsy as well. So I just liked that idea. So yeah, well, the What's New post I spoke about, this was another idea that I really, really loved, the customer highlight. So each month, pick one of your customers, send them a message with a list of questions and say to them, I've picked you this month as the customer of the month. I absolutely really appreciate all your support and all your love. I've got a few questions. Would you mind answering for me so I can post it on our VIP page and we can get to know each other? So she was like, the questions were, are you married? Do you have kids? What's your favourite smell? How long have you been using Scentsy for? What's your favourite thing about Scentsy? What's your favourite thing to do in your free time? And then what they would do is each month, hey family, or hey VIPs, I'd like to introduce you to one of my beautiful customers, and give them all the details and just say hello, welcome them here, like, get to know each other, and you're getting the interaction going, okay? And then at some point during the interaction, I'll say, like, thank you so much for being our customer of the month. I'm sending you a little something special through the post. So I might send her through a sample pack, I might send her through a scent circle, but you're choosing a different customer every single month to highlight, and then it's just something fun to get the interaction going so that you get to know each other. I really liked that. So that's definitely something that I'm going to do. Or even like
nice.
Like a $5 coffee voucher, you know, like, go and have a cup of coffee on me. I thought that was a really nice idea. So it's not even Scentsy that I'm sending them. One of the other things that came up was to ask them questions or to ask them to comment. So when you're doing something like What Are You Warming Wednesday, and you can have themes, but what came out of the training that I watched was to try to change it up. So you don't always have to do a Wednesday, what are you warming? You can just bring it out every now and again, or a freebie Friday, like something. You don't have to do it consistently every week. Change it up so it's always different. But whatever you do, when you're posting about how you're using the products, ask them a question like Martina said, and pop it on there that you'll be glad that they did, okay? And then get into the habit of choosing a couple of people for the commenting and sending them out a sample, sending them out a scent circle, sending them out a voucher, whatever it is that you can afford to do. It might be just a sample of washer whiffs. But get into the habit of them, like creating the culture that if they interact, they're going to get rewarded for interacting. So it becomes like a fun thing for them to do. So by you saying on those posts, you'll be glad that you did, it's going to take a while to build up that momentum, but they'll start to get it that they're going to get freebies if they start commenting and interacting with you.
Try to, whenever you're posting them something, ask them to share on your VIP customers group.
Yeah.
And for example, when it's don't do it salesy again. Do it if you send them a $5 coffee voucher. Tell them, hey, and make a picture of yourself when you're drinking the coffee and share it with us on the customers group.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like, don't try to be salesy with this as well. Just so they know they are not sharing it just to help you with more interaction, but more like make it fun.
Yeah. One of the things that I listened to on the training was that this lady used to have an argument with her husband about how to fold bathroom towels. So she took a photo of her bathroom towels and clicked on there, put it up on a VIP group and said, like, how do you fold your bathroom towels? This drives me insane. The first 5 people, show me how you fold your towels, and you'll be glad that you did. Well, they got loads of interaction, and then she got people like taking photos of their laundry cupboard, going like, you've got no idea, I don't even throw a towel, I just throw it in, you know. And then people are interacting with them backwards and forwards. So it's like little life things that you do, like which way does the toilet go, like toilet roll go when you put it on the holder, like do you do it this way or that way, you know, just stuff like that, so that you're making it a little bit fun as well as making it Scentsy related. Live once a week, doing Scentsy hacks, like how to clean your diffuser. I mean, like some people might not even know they need to clean their diffuser out, you know, how to get the like stains off of your wax, your lids on your warmers, how to charge up your Scentsy Go, laundry hacks. Like Google it, go on YouTube, there's thousands of them, you know, like you can get content on
anything. Whenever you touch any of your Scentsy products, you can make a video. Even if you just receive an order, make a short video how you're opening the box and how much Scentsy is there. It can be anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Whenever you see a Scentsy product in your house, you can make a short live video.
Yeah. So live once a week, customer of the month, like you're highlighting your customer, and then chuck in some theme days like what are you warming Wednesday, the freebie Friday. You can like have a load of laundry on me, where you send out some samples where you've got they'd have like a washer with sample, Scent Soft and laundry liquid sample, send that out. You can do, what else could you do? Tell me Tuesday.
For me, for example, because I've tried this and I had like topics for every day, or not every day, but like most days in the week, and I've been doing it for a month or 2, and then I never stick to it.
Yeah.
So for me, this is something I'm definitely not going to do.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to do what you're warming Wednesday or whatever days.
Yeah.
But what I am going to do is I'm going to have these ideas and these topics in my notebook, and I just want to make sure that at least 5 times a week I will make a post. And if I don't know what to do, I have these topics in my notebook, and I know that every now and then there will be, what are you warming today? It will not be every Wednesday, but it will be every now and then, to get the interaction going. So they are not going to expect for it to be every Wednesday, but
they actually said in that training call that I listened to that don't do it all the time, because they just get bored of the same stuff. It's good to mix it up. They're great, like you said, it's great to use it as a base for ideas and things, but mix it up, keep it different all the time. Showing your warmers styled, which I'm so bad at, like, I'm like, you know how some of these people like have different like setups for autumn and spring. I'm terrible. But like, wouldn't it be good to be able to get other people to show us where they put their warmers, how it looks? You'll be glad you did. Send them out a sample, pick a couple of them, send them out a sample, you know.
But again, be authentic. So Kylie just said, I mean, she's really bad with that, but there is a lot of people who are doing amazing displays. So just take pictures from someone else and show it to your customers and ask them, what do you think about this beautiful display? I'm not able to create anything so beautiful.
Yeah.
Show me your displays.
Yeah.
You'll be glad you did. So it doesn't have to be you just creating a beautiful display just for the picture so that you can show it in your VIP customers group. It shouldn't be like that. You should be authentic. And if you don't have it like that at home and are not doing it like that, don't do it for your VIP customers group either.
Yeah. And say that. Say, look, I'm terrible at this stuff. Like, give me some ideas of how to make it look pretty. That's not going to like challenge me, because I'm not very creative like that, you know. Like,
to them, I've got this warmer. What would you do with that to make it beautifully displayed?
Yeah. Polls are really good. So popping your polls up, asking them what they want to see. It doesn't, and then again, it doesn't. You can put polls up that's not about Scentsy, or you could put polls up saying, "What's your favourite fragrance out of these fragrances? If you was going to get a sample, what would you like it to be?" And then it could be like, "Do you prefer coffee or tea?" Like, so you're mixing it up. But polls are really good. And another one that I really liked, they said it was a family Friday, like, show me a picture of your family. So it gets interaction with you, like, you can see the pictures of their kids. Everybody likes to show pictures of their kids, don't they? And like, shows pictures of their dogs or their cats or whatever it is, whoever's in their little community and stuff. So it's just something different to do. Another idea that
it will take a little while to build it up. For the first time, when you post your picture of your family and ask them to show their family pictures, there might be no one showing it. Because again, the more people will comment and show, the more people will jump on that wagon and will add their pictures as well. But the first couple is always the most difficult.
Yeah.
But it will come. The more often you will be doing it, and you will open up to them, the more they will open up to you as well.
Yeah. One of the other ideas, if you're into doing your own boxes, like your own sort of whiff boxes, if you do them, or you're planning to do them next year, they said about making them available to your VIPs before you make them available to everyone else, and also get into the habit of your VIPs getting a little bit extra than everybody else. So they know that if they order those boxes from you, they're going to get a little extra surprise in there that once you release it to the rest of the world, they're not going to get that. So it's just another little reason for them to be in, you know. Also, post the top sellers. Now, this is something in Skies that we're going to be doing each week. So we're coming to you live each week to give you your news update. And the top sellers are always announced on the director pages. They're pretty regular. So every time that gets updated, we'll announce that in Skies. It's a really good idea to put that on your VIP group as well, and let them know what products it is that people are buying, what's new, and what's trending at the minute. Bingo, scavenger hunts once a month to create that community. It doesn't have to be like a big hoo-ha, lots of gifts and stuff, but and remember as well, they can't pay to play, so it's just something that you would do for free for them to be able to to join in, and that bingo's always fun.
Just to say thank you.
Yeah, just to say thank you. Pictures of the orders. So when your orders come in for people, take a picture, tag the person, your order's here. So create that FOMO. That's something I've been really bad at lately. Like I've been rushing around doing them all, and this
is something I'm not going to do because all my orders will be shipped.
Yeah, of course. But again, asking your customers when they receive their order to take a picture of it and tag you in the picture is a great way of building up that momentum. You can share it in the stories and then just send them out a thank you. Most of the time, like with Martina, all of hers are going out PWS orders, or her, like they're all being shipped directly. She's going to send out thank yous to those people with or without that anyway. But if they know they're going to get a little special thank you for tagging and sharing the photo, that's a great way of getting interaction. And your Sensi Club orders, unboxing the Sensi Club orders is really important as well. So let your VIPs know why they should be a member of Sensi Club, and this is what you get each month. Share that excitement. One of the things that I loved that came out of this was how to get people to join. So normally I would send the link through for my VIPs when anyone orders or a party or whatever. One of the ways that this lady was getting people to be added to the VIPs was by sending them a message within the 24 hours of them ordering and saying, this is your special link to my customer group and it will unlock your goodie bag, your free VIP goodie bag. Now, I'm going to give them samples anyway. I'm going to send them a scent circle if they've done a PWS order anyway, but they don't know that. So if they're not a member of my VIP, it's going to get them to join my VIP. Now, I'm going to send them through that goodie bag gift, which would be just the same as what they would have got anyway, if whether they joined it or not. So it's not something like I'm having to do like extra. It's normally what I gift my customers. They might not interact because they've just joined maybe to get the goodie bag. But if you're periodically cleaning like Martina is, or you're spring cleaning like me at every catalogue, they're going to come out at some point anyway. So you're going to build it up and then bring it back down, however you decide to do it. But I thought that was a really cool way. This is your link to get your free goodie bag and also join my customer group. I liked the way that works, and I think that would probably get people to join more so than me just sending the link from our customer group. So I really liked that. Also as well, another idea was if you're using MailChimp at the moment, or you're using any sort of newsletter or email to join your customer for your customers, was to send an email out once a month with the link to your VIP group. Did you know this group is here? And that's something that I don't do. On my newsletter, I don't put the link to my VIP group, but actually send out a specific email every single month, whatever date you choose. It can be the same email, so you just get it and schedule it to go through. So when you're adding people each month to your email list, they're getting that each month in their inbox. And they might not join, or they might not join in month 1, but they might join in month 10 because it's just going through. It's being scheduled each month to go out, you know. So I quite liked that idea as well.
I'm not doing this. What I'm doing is I'm offering it right after the order to everyone, but with my suddenly so dark. With my newsletters, I've got at the bottom, no matter like the template is created with my picture on the top, and at the bottom I do have the joining VIP customers group with the link, and I have host kit mentioned as well, and that's with every single newsletter I'm sending out.
That's cool. So yeah, so for me with this one, this is going to be it's not going to be my newsletter. This is going to be a separate email that gets sent out each month. It just goes out on the same day each month once I've updated people as they go. So they're just going to get that in their inbox just as a reminder.
Do you delete people from the list who join?
No.
So this is a bit annoying, I would say. So if it was me as a customer who gets that email and joins, and then will keep getting every single month the same email about joining the VIP customers group, it would start annoying me.
Yeah, I don't know that it would. I only do my newsletter every 2 months, so it's not like I send them lots of emails anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, and suddenly it's not. Because if you send it to someone as a special email, suddenly when I'm there and I still keep receiving them.
I don't know.
I know that. Yeah,
I don't like it. So I'd have to have a look and see email wise, like if there's a way of me. I don't want to do it if it's going to cost take loads of time up, and I'm going to have to mess about with it every month, you know. That's my thing. I wouldn't want to do
that would be just my concern. Like,
yeah.
how do you, like, once they join, they should be deleted off that email. It should be just to people who are not in your
The
customer.
only other way I could do it, I suppose, is start doing my newsletter monthly, and then just at the top of every newsletter, that the VIP groups, the prominent thing, that maybe
yeah. I would probably prefer that. Like doing just join VIP customers group every month, and even people who are in the customers group would be receiving it. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll see what I can come up with, because I haven't done it yet. So that was just one of the things that came up that they do. Yeah. They send that email every month. It's just another way of, my thing is I send out my VIP group info to people a lot, and I'll get the odd one join, but not a lot of them join. So the big one for me was the VIP bag for them joining.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
A really good way of getting them involved. So that's it really. So, like, branding's your main thing. I've given you some ideas of content, so's Martina. And as you can see, we're like totally going to work it differently, because she's going to be on the road and I'm going to be at home pretty much all the time. So yeah, it's going to work differently. We will definitely share, because by the time you see this video, we will have been doing this for a good few weeks. So we'll definitely give some feedback on how it's going so far. I'll tell you how the big cleanup went, and how many I had left after the cleanup. It'd be interesting to see. So yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Have you got anything else you wanted to add?
Probably not.
No? Okay.
Yeah, the authentic main thing. Be authentic and show up.
Yeah.
That's what we both have been missing in the last couple of months. And being authentic, it doesn't, like, not in a like, we haven't been authentic, not in a meaning that we have been lying to them about what we're doing, but we just haven't been posting anything personal. Yeah. And for me, the showing up was a big mistake last couple of months as well, because I just, with organizing everything, it's an excuse, of course. I mean, it takes a minute to post something. But yeah, so that's the two main things.
And I think you can get sucked down the rabbit hole as well, like freaking out about creating content. I know, like, I do a bit, and then I get overwhelmed, and then I end up like thinking, oh, I hate doing it. Like, I hate doing it. I don't want to do it. So then that puts me in the mindset of like, I'm just going to start banging stuff up because I don't want to think about it. But it doesn't have to be like that. It can be a lot more organic. And because we're telling you that you haven't got to post 30 times a day, it can be on your terms, when it suits you. So if it does suit you to go and schedule your posts, that's absolutely fine. But if it doesn't, that's all right too. The most important thing is you show up, and you show up in an authentic way. You know, that's the most important thing. It doesn't have to be flashy. It doesn't have to be glitzy. Like, it really doesn't. It's just you sharing your journey and the products, and how it incorporates into your life. And I'm always one for saying this. Sensi is, if you do Sensi and you do it as a job, it's part of your life. It isn't a normal job. It's not a 9 to 5. It's not. It's an integral part of who you are and what you do. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Okay. See you later.
Right. Bye.
Bye.